Hello everyone, this is the FIFA Online 4 Guidebook for Beginners, and this is my second video on my channel. For this video, I'll be mainly guiding you through the development of your squad. But before you start finding players that you want to use for your team, you have to buy them. So I'll first teach you how to find the initial funds for you. The first and most efficient way to gain BPs in FIFA for beginners is to utilize the event system. Even users that have played FIFA Online 4 for a long time use the event function to earn BPs. The events in FIFA Online 4 emerge in various types, but they are mainly categorized in weekly, monthly, 6 months, and learning. You're not required to distinguish the events every time, but what they all have in common is that you have to constantly check in the game and play a few rounds. But the event pages are even more beneficial for new users. If you look at this homepage, there is a new return section that is only accessible for new or returning users. This function is ideal for these FIFA beginners like you guys because it supports everything you need to develop the squad and gain BPs. First, start the game on the upper right side of the homepage. Go through the process that in the tutorial that the game required you to do. It gives you a brief information about the game, so look at the instruction carefully. After that, go back to the homepage. If you go to the beginner event screen again, you can see that it gives you the rewards for each day you log into the game. You can choose the reward that you want. Now, what you have to do for the next 2 weeks is to receive all of the rewards in the event page. Then I will teach you how to effectively create your own squad. Before that, try training and training ground in the game. You can find it in the upper right side of the game screen. Try completing all of the levels. When you receive the rewards, you have to check your inbox in the game. The inbox is in the lower part of the screen. Then you can pack all of the rewards that you have received. Let's create your brand new squad. You can find the data center in the upper part of the homepage. Click it and go to the squad maker. If you have a reference of your favorite team, search for the formation of your team. But if you don't have a specific reference, I recommend you to use 4-2-4 or 4-2-4-2 formation, which is adequate for beginners to start with. And if you guys are having a hard time creating it all by yourself, I recommend you guys with a squad that won't be financially stressful. Now, if you're going to create the squad by yourself, I will show you how to do it. If you look at the examples that I made, you can see that there is the team color. When you create your squad, you have to consider making your squad that has one common team color, which will enhance the overalls for your players. Now let's get into it. Press one of the positions that you want to buy a player for. Go straight to the search bar. You can see that there are several filters. Choose a filter of your squad. For example, if you are choosing Manchester United as your team color, press League. Choose English Premier League and Manchester United for the team section. Now it's easier for you to find a player. If you want to facilitate the process even more, you can also choose the position below. The players that come out here are descripted with their class, price, and pay. Buy your players based on your location. One thing, you can only buy the players that are lower than 220 pays in total. This means you can't thoughtfully thoughtlessly buy players who are too high in pay. For example, like this player who has 25 pay, compared to these cheap players with like 20 pay. Now that you fully planned out for your squad, let's start buying them in the real game so that you can use them. If you enter the game, you will see several buttons. Then click the trading market button. Go straight to the search bar and type in the name of the player. For example, let's say you're trying to buy Cristiano Ronaldo. Search his name on the search bar and you will see him in different type of classes. The different classes come in with different overalls. Click on the class that you want to buy, add him to your favorites. This will facilitate your process in buying several players at once. After you finish categorizing the players, go to favorites and let's start buying your players. If you click any player, you can notice that there are several prices for the player. Let me explain about it. The blue price is the price that the sellers bid for the player. On the other hand, the red price is the price that the buyers bid for the player. This means that if there are more red prices, the demand of the player is high. Conversely, if there are more blue prices, the supply of the player is high. And there is an upper and lower limit that is adjusted based on the supply and demand of the player. So if you're willing to buy the player, it will be beneficial for you to buy the player closer to the lower limit. To give you a tip, don't be stubborn and bid all of the players on the lower limit because the sellers won't sell you the player. The suitable price to buy a player is around the center period between the upper and lower limit. Now if you finish creating your squad, you will see that the overalls are different from the squad maker. This is because of the difference in adaptability. The overalls for the players in squad maker is based on 5 adaptability. In order to reach 5 adaptabilities, you have to play several games with the players. Go to your club team, league match, and play at least 6 games with your team. You can recognize the difference before and after. Now, if you finish adapting to the players, you successfully finished the process of creating your first squad. Thank you for watching this video, and my next tutorial will be about the basic strategies for FIFA Online 4.